morning, everyone. Honorable Ministers present today, the President of SARA, I'm addressing you as the Group CEO of Prasa at this point in time, Permanent Secretaries present, the Director General of Transport, the chairpersons of the respective boards. I want to acknowledge the chairperson of the Prasa board that has joined me here today, Ms. Nosizwe Makamo, CEOs of railway companies, authorities, leadership in the private sector, captains of industry, all delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Also a special welcome to our guests from the region, from the continent, and from the rest of the world. We are certainly privileged to have you as part of the SARA conference over the next few days. I think that video gave you a good sense of where Prasa is moving within South Africa with passenger rail. For those that may not be aware of Prasa, we've got three divisions, key divisions within Prasa. We've got the rail division, which you've really seen in the video, where we operate commuter as well as long-distance rail services in the country. We've got a technical division responsible for our capital program and our maintenance programs. We then have a corporate real estate division looking at our property portfolio. And Prasa has 500 hectares of land as part of our portfolio. Just yesterday, myself and the chair and other colleagues, we were with the Minister of Transport in Cape Town, where we launched a new mixed-use development at our Cape Town station. A 1.2 billion rand investment. The development includes 3,200 beds, looking at student accommodation in Cape Town, and 7,000 square meters of retail. And this is demonstrating using our railway stations as central hubs for development, economic development, as a matter of fact. And that is what we're doing at all of our central stations across the country. As I've mentioned, we run commuter rail in 7 of our major cities, here in Gauteng, in Tshwane, Ekurhuleni, and Johannesburg. In the Western Cape, in Cape Town. In the Eastern Cape, we run commuter services in East London, as well as Port Elizabeth, or now known as Pabela. And then also in Durban, in KwaZulu-Natal province. That's where we are running our commuter rail services. To run this commuter rail, we've got a track length of approximately 2,300 kilometers that we own as Prasa and that we maintain. This is electrified track that I'm referring to, as you would have seen from the video in terms of electric trains that we are running. Approximately 500 stations across the country that we operate from. But you would have seen clearly from the video that there has been an impact in terms of the theft and vandalism, and we are now firmly underway in recovering the rail system, rebuilding the rail system. You would have seen we've recovered 26 of the 40 corridors already. And when we have launched these services, the passengers have returned back in their numbers, appreciating that rail is back. We are also focusing on our long-distance rail across the country, having to modernize those networks as well. But let me just stay with the commuter rail for a few more minutes, because it's important to note that we are not only recovering and rebuilding, we are now modernizing the rail system in South Africa. It's one of the most ambitious modernization programs in the world today, because we are not just doing one element of the railway. We are modernizing the entire system. And with the presentation before me, you saw the one aspect dealing with the new trains, the new modern trains, one of our flagship projects through Develop, where we are getting 3,600 new coaches, or in other words, 600 new trains that we are getting through that program. Already we have received 170 of those trains, and they are running on many of our networks today. And the response has been a very favorable one that we have received from our customers in terms of the service that we are now offering. I think the previous presentation clearly demonstrated the modern features, and I'm sure many of you would have visited the factory yesterday as part of the technical tour. Over and above that, we are replacing our signaling systems, our communication systems. We are upgrading our passenger stations. We are upgrading our depot facilities. All of this is happening as we speak in terms of a huge and a bold capital program that we are rolling out. And I'm happy to say that Prasa is now in the position where we are effectively executing our capital projects. Last year, for the first time in more than a decade, we executed our full capital program for the year to the value of 13 billion rand. This year, we are again looking to exceed our capital allocation in terms of the capital program. For the MTF period, that is the next 3 years ahead, we are earmarked to invest approximately 50 billion rand in terms of the turnaround and the modernization of the railway system. So it's quite ambitious, but it's something that needs to be done. I think it's on that point that I wanted to stress that we are all fortunate sitting here today. I think we are part of this generation, this leadership that can make a significant difference within the rail environment, in the region, within our cities, within our country. All of us sitting here today have got a very important role to play. Certainly as Prasa, we've got a big delegation that have come to the conference. We look forward to engaging with many of you as experts in the rail industry, as the captains of industry in the various aspects of rail, to see how we collaborate and engage on this very important project of revitalizing rail, as I've said, not only in the region, but in our cities and our countries. I think that's a very important objective that we must all set. And I think the SARA slogan says it aptly. Together we are better. I think that's what we must achieve through these deliberations going forward. I want to end off, because my talk was not necessarily as the VP of SARA, but I can't lose this opportunity just to stress the importance of regional connectivity. As Prasa, we are busy looking at the long-distance rail, revitalizing those systems, our intercity connectivity, but it does not stop there. We need to look at how do we deal with regional connectivity through to our neighboring countries. And that's where we will have, I think, deliberations today through our engagements at SARA, at the board level, to see how we maximize some of these opportunities. It is something that within our lifetime, I will put it that way, it cannot be left behind. The issue of high-speed rail within the region must start within our generation, the planning, the designs, and then the implementation of that. We cannot be seen as that generation that did not move on the modernization of rail within this region. So colleagues, I will leave it there. Thank you very much.